Hi, I'm Jerry Milenbach from season 37 of Wheel of Fortune, and I'm here with Janet Stevens today, the matriarch of Wheel of Fortune. She will go through a lot with regards to why we are calling her the matriarch. So welcome, Janet. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're happy to have you. Trust me on that one. And right in the beginning, because you have such a great story to tell, first off, you already can see that she has something, she's injured. Tell me about this injury. You broke your arm?
Yes, about 4 weeks ago, before the trip to Vegas, I broke my arm. I was training to play ice hockey.
Ice hockey?
Ice hockey, yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, my husband, Kirk, I love you, Kirk. He currently plays ice hockey in an amateur league, and he is the goalie.
Wow.
And my goal was to join him on the ice and play hockey with him.
So this happened how long ago?
4 weeks ago.
Right, kind of when you had signed up and get ready to come here.
Yes, and you know what was really sad is the first thing that popped into my head when I was in the emergency room, I looked at my husband with tears running down my face, and he said, "What's wrong?" I said, "I'm not going to Vegas. I'm not going to get to meet all these people. I'm not going to be able to do the 3-day weekend." And that was the first thing that popped into my head because I've been looking forward to this for such a long time.
So what I want to tell everybody is, obviously, she's here. And that is a testament to everything about you. Speaking of which, I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell everyone just how passionate you are, because I've already kind of know what the answer is. The game shows that you've been on, you don't have to say them all because I know that there's multiple. And I just learned you've actually been on Wheel of Fortune twice. Tell me about that.
I was on, and when I was 19, I was on Wheel of Fortune with Chuck Woolery in 1980, October 8th, 1980. Didn't do really well, won $450, and that was back when you were still had to buy stuff from the showcase. You know, you had to buy stuff. But then when it came closer to the syndicated version, I got contacted by the show, and they said, "Would you like to audition for we're going to have a syndicated version. Would you like to come and audition for that?" So I was actually on episode 3, season 1.
That's amazing. We've had fan favorites. We now have not only a matriarch, but someone who's been on twice in the very beginning of the show. And I'm honored. I mean, it's just wonderful to have you here. Tell me just a little bit more before we go on to the next question, just about yourself.
About me, I am a proud bride to my husband, Kirk. We will be celebrating our 23rd anniversary this year. Again, I love you, Kirk. And we are proud parents to one kitty, our son, Saber. We're 4 parents to our baby. I'm an administrative assistant for a healthcare organization in Southern California. Same as my husband. He's not an administrative assistant, but he works for the same company.
That's great.
So, yeah, I just like I said, I'm an avid. I love to enter contests.
I know the feeling.
Okay, and I've always been told I'm lucky, and I have actually, I've won like radio contests. I've also been on with live with Kelly and Ryan 4 times.
Wow.
Won 2 trips, 1 trip to Antigua, 1 trip to Mexico, a Cuisinart gift certificate, and a Moose Jaw gift certificate.
She definitely has stories to tell. If you ever want to sit down with her, she is definitely a woman that could really go through a lot of different things. So what I wanted to ask now, how has being a contestant on Wheel of Fortune twice impacted your life?
Well, you know what? When back in 1980, I was very introverted. Believe it or not, I was very introverted, and it brought me out of my shell, and it sort of helped mold me into the person I am today. Because after the 80 and 83 appearances, I was lucky enough to be on 10 more game shows. 10 more game shows. Most recent aired in July of this year.
Wow, 10 more?
Yes.
All I can say is this woman, she just told you, she's an introvert. She decided to come out and basically has gone through many game shows. You got to do it. You got to try it. And that's always something that our family, the Wheel family, believes in. What were some of your first thoughts when we began, compiling this tournament that we're having right now. What were some of the thoughts that came to your mind when you could come travel to Vegas, meet all of the family, or as many could come, of this tournament? What were some of your thoughts?
Well, to be honest, I've been a member of the Wheel of Fortune alums for a long time. So I've communicated, made new friends, friended people. And I was really excited to meet some of these people that I had only communicated with through Facebook.
And I had mentioned that to some of the other interviewers. Basically, the idea that we're behind Facebook, we're behind anything emails, it can seem superficial. When we're together, you become more of a family. You become just that much more close and intimate because we're able to share so many different things in person. So thank you for definitely saying that. What is your biggest reflection and takeaway from either this tournament or from either of your appearances?
Oh, the biggest takeaway is there are a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds, and that we all have so much to learn from each other and to share with each other. And I've made like 80 new friends this weekend. It's just, and that's what I'm about. I'm about meeting people. You know what? And I could really care less if I didn't win the tournament. It was all about coming here, meeting people, making new friends, seeing old friends, and I did it. And it's just everything. I experienced everything that I wanted to and more. I've even had some really new experiences over the weekend that I never thought I'd do. One of them last night with a good group of guys. We went and did, and I experienced a couple things I'd never done before, and they introduced me to something new. And like I said, that's what I'm about. I want to experience new things, meet new people. We had a blast.
I think that's what shows a lot about everybody that we've done through my committee, through you, just the camaraderie. We're not afraid to, share some of the things that we're an eclectic group or whatever. And I just want to thank you so much, being now the matriarch of our family. And I want to thank you just for being here, for taking the time out for the interview. And I want to thank all of you out there for watching. So again, signing off, this is Jerry Milenbach with Janet Stevens, who is on season 1 of Wheel of Fortune.